Uh-oh.
I know.
This is Mocha.
Loca. Oh goodness! I think I've met Loca before, like at the Tinkler meetup, didn't I?
No, this is Mocha.
Mocha. Hey, Mocha.
What a sweet.
She's a new boxer puppy.
Oh, kiss it. Mwah.
Oh my gosh!
She's
What a sweet
her,
face.
her and Harley are like the bestest.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh my God, she looks so cute on that big screen.
She
All right, get out of
does.
here. Go on. You look too cute.
Hey,
So,
Yes, you could have, Garrett.
it does look cute.
So is this K? Is it K?
I think
Trey?
I bet it's either Trey or it's
Monkey?
Oh, it could be Monkey. Well, it could be. Of course, it could be any three of them, but I have a feeling it's Trey because Kayla's been coming in under her own.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
hi, girls.
Howdy,
Hi,
howdy.
Glenda. I haven't had a chance to say hi to Glenda yet. So,
That is so cool, Nanny Tam. I love that. Don't you love that?
yes.
Yeah, it is. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm starting to throw away like all my other crazy chicken lady shirts and this shirt and that shirt. And I'm like, now I'm just wearing YouTuber shirts all the time. So, hey, and I could think of worse problems to have. So,
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Well, that stuff's pretty high quality garb, I got to tell you.
yeah. Yes.
So
everybody had a
Paul,
good day?
are you going to grace us with your presence at 10 Killer this year?
That's a plan.
Well,
Oh,
good.
nice.
That'll be good. And Mickey will
Awesome.
be there, right, Mickey?
You know? No, I'm not. I wouldn't miss it. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
So we're going to have to start. We're going to have to start planning real soon. That's we thought we would wait till right after,
Christmas, the holiday.
after the holidays, after
Yeah.
Christmas
Yeah.
year, and then we're going to get busy on that. So we're going to
Hey.
get it all set up by then. And the shelter is already provided.
Yep.
It's like we already have it. Everybody knows the campground. They know what they got to do to book a spot, a campsite, et cetera, et cetera. So, just saying, get out there and check it out and see where you want to stay down at Cherokee Landing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mickey.
Hey, I don't want to put anybody on the spot.
Okay, then don't.
Okay.
No, Mickey.
Mickey.
Okay.
I'm hiding.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to say this without putting anybody on the spot.
Okay.
You know that I love the Gilliams because I like watch 1,000 hours, a week, a month, or whatever it takes. And I love the 10 Killer meetup. It was the only meetup I've been to.
Mm-hmm.
I plan to hit a few this year, but I mean, I want to offer my services to design a meetup logo T-shirt or something. But here's the thing. I know there's a lot of great artists on our community. And so if you don't want that, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna add Ginger as a moderator.
No, don't add nobody except for me. Anyway, I'm just saying that I would love the honor of at least attempting to design a logo for that. Okay, it's not that I don't have like 13 of them already designed or anything, but if you're willing to at least look at my art for that logo, just go like this, Johnny. Just nod your camel head.
So, Mickey.
Whistle stop. You need to go. You need to make it happen this year. We had How many channels did we have there last year? Almost 100.
gosh.
Yeah.
It was like close to 100.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was a really good. We learned.
I mean, it's the first one. I mean, it was Mid America Meetup. People need to understand Mid America Meetup and the 10 Killer Meetup are two different meetups. Okay. Now, Mid America did have their meetup at the same spot that we had at 10 Killer the year before. But then last year we took it on because there wasn't going to be an Oklahoma meetup last year unless we made one. So we made called it the 10 Killer YouTube meetup.
First annual.
First annual.
That was 10 Killer is not the same as Mid America, and so Ed, when we met you as Mid America, and that was cool. We got to meet you there.
Yeah.
Hi, Anita.
Yep. And then
Hi, Nita.
So anyway, so this year there's going to be not only the 10 Killer meetup, there's going to be the Mid America meetup. That's 2 in Oklahoma right there. And then there's going to be Jan's meetup up in what?
Palm de Terre.
Palm de Terre.
Where everybody gets lost.
I'm telling you, you better.
Wait, is she doing it there again this year?
The same
She
spot.
was going to do a different place, and we were going to do what do you call that, floating and stuff, but they decided to have it back.
They decided to have it
now
at
that
the
everybody
same
kind of
place.
knows how to get there. I think her and Gail are hosting that together this year.
Oh, nice. She's got she had a co-host this past year
Yeah,
too. So,
Yeah.
that was nice when you can share the load.
Yeah, Backwards Mindset. That's not Maddie. What is his name?
So then was it Backwards Mindset?
Yeah, it's Backwards Mindset. I just forgot his first name.
Mindset or Misfit?
Misfit.
Misfit. Okay, Backwards Misfit. So anyway, so that one's going to be in June. So we got April, May, and June there, guys. So we got about a month between them, I think. So
I thought it was odd.
So that'll be enough time to recuperate so you can make it to the next one, And that's what we do. We just recoup and try to make it to the next one.
I want to go back to Mickey's thing. Mickey, you designed the logo that we used last year.
Yep.
I think that was already pre-designed.
It was awesome.
And it was awesome. But we would like to, if you are willing to do that, do a new logo. We would greatly appreciate that. And there's nobody else I could think of I would want to do that.
Yeah, we need the logo. Yep.
So we thank you for blessing the whole community with those.
I would love to do that. I mean, obviously, I came on tonight to ask you guys, put you on the spot, but I need to confirm one rumor.
I don't like rumors.
Well, I mean, I'm designing the T-shirt and logo and stuff now that you've at least allowed me the chance to do that. I heard it was sponsored by Paul Case Farms. So,
oh, that's true. I can confirm. That's true. He's going to sell enough pins and cups to cover the whole shebang.
How big do you want that big orange pea?
Make it so it'll fit inside the belt pulley on my tractor.
Okay, that's a joke. People in the chat, he is not. Well, my bad.
Nick, there's a guy that lives not far from me that they say you can tell when he's lying.
His lips are moving.
20s.
Hi, Lori.
Yeah.
Right back. I grab some.
I'll be glad to give it a try, Gilliams.
Yeah, oh yeah. We love our logos, and like I said, all the artwork. I mean, there's I need to talk to you about some, without wearing you out too much. There's more artwork that I need, but I'll get with you on that at a later time and stuff like that.
Yeah, Mickey, I don't know if you know it or not, but my wife has made some really cool cups that there are some people that are sporting that have my logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
but Paul still drinks out of one that doesn't say anything.
Why?
But it does have language that I understand on the end.
Sure, I'll be fine.
Hey,
You know, why aren't you drinking out of one of your own cups, Paul?
Yeah.
You have
Anita.
unlimited access to them.
Anita,
She
those,
done put
those
that
tumblers with the full wraps. My address is. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm watching for Santa Claus, and you'll see the video coming out. I've got a Christmas watch coming on. I mean, I'm just saying, Anita.
Hey Mickey, you need to pitch really hard closer to 10 Killer because
Oh, I see Johnny Gilliams got one of those, Anita.
so far everybody I know of that has one of those has gotten it hand delivered to them. So you need to pitch them a little harder.
Oh,
closer to 10
okay. All right.
They're very nice.
You can always get a hold of her at her email address, which is acneeter, NEETER, @gmail.com.
I'm going to start reaching out to a lot of channels at their gmail.coms and say, I bought your shirt because you guys got some good stuff going on. So
I tell you what, I've been slacking tremendously.
No, I want to
No.
Slacking.
No.
Okay.
No.
But
No.
having said all that,
You're not slacking.
I do have content right now. I have content that I can put together. I have several that I can lay in a row right now. So we got to try out a new something that we purchased, what, 4 or 5 years ago, probably. We got to use it. So we didn't send something out like we usually do and have it done.
Hey, Lori, love
You
you.
probably knows what we're talking about on that. So,
I don't know.
well, usually we have somebody, we pay somebody to do a certain thing for us every year that it involves food. But we didn't this year. So.
I have been standing on my feet all day doing something, and I believe it's close to what you're talking about. Yeah, tomorrow's Cannon Day, people. I'm going to church and then cannon.
You're gonna buy a cannon?
I'm buying a cannon. Yeah.
I don't think you can say that on here. Oh my gosh!
It's one of those Canon cameras.
Wait a minute. Pew pew with wheels.
Hello, controversial freezing.
Hey, there was a question asked there in the comments we ought to address. Mickey, they'd like to know how to buy some of your shirts. It was James Hall that wanted to know what the address was to find your shirts for sale.
It's on his bonfire. Let me see if I can find it and post it out there for you.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's gonna be something in 2024 because a lot of people asked could they pay for the art that I sent them, and I can't. Since I was a young boy, I've known that what little I can do in art is a God gift, and I can't charge for that. To my family and friends and my community, I will not charge or accept money for that. But in 2025, then I'm going to be putting T-shirts up on my bonfire page that Miss Christine was going to drop a link to. And so if you want to support it there for now. But I'm starting a new website, okay?
Oh, cool.
And it's coming out in 2025. If you want to hold off in purchasing anything, wait until that because I've got a local printer that I've been doing artwork for years, and all the merch that you would find, mugs and T-shirts and caps and stuff, will be on that website
Mm-hmm.
at a greatly reduced cost. In fact, what it cost me to put something on Bonefire and try to sell it, and I am so grateful for that this month. Okay. But on my website, it's going to be like a third of that. And I'm not even kidding. Because I do artwork for major screen printing and embroidery companies. And I've worked out deals to where even the 3D embroidery caps that I'm going to get way reduced for my family and friends. So on my website, then it'll give you instructions on how to contact me if you want something for you, or it'll have a store that you can purchase the same stuff that I'm trying to raise money on Bonefire for, but it's a third of the cost that the print on demand companies is sending out. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so anyway, just if you don't mind, keep an eye on the channel for a notification that the website's live. I'm building it, so that's part of the delay. Because you know me, I like too much art, not enough. Well, wait, too many words, not enough art, and all that stuff. But so I'm building my own website and embedding the whole, money part of that and everything.
Yeah.
I am seeking assistance on that part because, want to make sure everybody gets what they order, which will help.
I have to ask, how did y'all find his Bonfire? Because I'm with James Hall. I'm not following.
It's not. And Mickey, you need to put that in your description page. I was going to tell you because I couldn't find it in there. But what I did is just put in. I went to like Google and put in Critter Creek Bonfire, and it went to his.
Yeah.
But he needs it in the description.
Yeah, Mickey, put it in your description.
Okay. Yes.
All right. Thank you for the advice. Because I'm trying to wing my way through this whole thing. But thank you. I will do that. It'll be up there tomorrow. And thank you for whoever's in the chat that asked that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was James Hall.
Yeah, and I did link
there.
Hey, Dale.
Thanks, James.
Yeah.
Hey, I was going to say the exact same thing. You beat me to it, Ginger. We've looked and looked and looked for Mickey's Bonfire on his YouTube page. In fact, when I walked in the door, Lisa said, she goes, I've looked and looked. I can't find it nowhere. So
Joey
put it
is
on
the
your
same
about
kinda,
page section.
Joey is the same kind of hound dog that Christine is. That's why they're related.
We are.
They're going to put their nose to the ground and they're going to find it somewhere.
Let me. I'm going to grab a drink. I'll be right back. Okay.
That's what we all here for, to help each other.
Y'all are a part coon dog. Both of you are.
Hey, Lori.
Hey, Lori.
Lori.
Hey. Hello. Love it.
Hang on.
Hey, Lori. Did y'all see Mocha? Mickey, where's Mocha?
I don't know if he went to go get him or.
Everybody.
We are blessed. How are you, Lori?
I am absolutely blessed because here I am with all you guys.
This is your first being on the panel with Chillin with the Gilliams.
Good to see you all.
Yay.
Oh, look at
Let me
Mickey.
see if I can move over here. Move my thingy over on my laptop where the camera is.
Dale, did you grab your... Dale, did you go grab his sweet tea? There it is. Or water or sweet tea.
Coffee.
Come here.
No coffee, Dale?
It's water for now. I just come flying in from a meeting, so I haven't got a chance to make coffee yet.
He's
Yeah,
going to get mocha.
we
for
we
being
got
here,
here 7 minutes before our live, and we didn't even have a thumb. We didn't have anything made.
Look
Yeah.
at
And
you.
I mean, we roll in here. I'm trying to
And
chew.
he's trying
I
to
got a
chew me.
cheeseburger in my mouth, and I got the
Say hi.
thing up. It's 7:58, and at 7:59, Joy was, howdy, y'all.
That's Harley, isn't it?
That's Harley.
There's sweet Harley.
Oh,
Hey, Harley.
hey, Harley. Where's your Christmas hat, Harley?
He's getting a haircut tomorrow.
Okay.
So he's been hiding from.
Oh, look, I look like a little shaggy dog.
Yeah.
Harley
He's
and
got
mocha.
he's got a neglectful dad,
Oh, got a busy
No.
man.
but look at him.
There's
Yeah.
nothing neglected about that dog.
He's a very
Yeah.
adorable.
Yeah. He's supposed to be a miniature schnauzer. Look at him.
I don't
Oh,
think he's miniature.
that's so sweet. I
He
love
looks like-
mocha too.
Yeah, Mocha went to
Looks like a
bed.
sheepdog.
Hey, he does, doesn't he? When I went to grab him to put him on the camera, he goes like, "I've been in too many of your videos." He took off running. All right, Harley, say goodbye. Come here.
Bye, Harley.
Nice
Say
Harley.
goodbye.
Hi, Harley.
Harley.
Bye,
Hi,
Harley.
Harley.
I
You know,
you
Johnny,
won't.
I would ask you how races went, but I know better. Gotta watch the video.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
boy.
I will say the car and the driver did excellent this evening. I mean,
Mhm.
just it was perfect, not perfect weather or road conditions, but Judgment Day did what it does, and so did Johnny.
Yeah,
so.
it did what it does. Let's put it that way.
And
Well,
it's-
you say it always runs better when the weather's cooler too, right?
Yeah. As it
Yeah,
gets
cold
cooler,
air is denser. Cold air creates horsepower.
more power, and you
Woo!
can definitely feel it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was on.
I was on a
naturally aspirate.
yeah. We ran tonight.
Hey, James Hall.
We ran naturally aspirated tonight. We could have ran nitrous, but we ran naturally aspirated and we won. So, I mean, if that's
Sweet.
so, but
Woo!
no, we got you have to I have to go back.
You have to go back.
We got a call out. Okay, we got a call out from a. So I mean, these guys, they said we want to run you when you get your car running. And my car back then, it was when I couldn't get the power from the back to the front. Well,
Mhm.
I got it running. They happened to show up. I walked up. I said, "We going to go?" And so
where?
they decided we were going to go. And then we looked. You know, we were looking at the track. There was people oiling the track down right and left, both lanes.
Both lanes.
It was horrible.
Same.
I mean,
same
these
race.
guys, it's like everybody was driving a car with a friggin' sieve for an oil pan or something.
And I don't know
Oh
who's
my God.
that Monte Carlo go
So-
with again after they'd already done that.
So we went out there, we looked at it, we go, let's go naturally aspirated on this deal. Because we don't know what this track's gonna do.
Because we don't want to end up in the wall.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah, no kidding.
great. It was awesome. I mean,
I got some really
I can
good
tell you
news.
that the car runs as good right now, naturally aspirated, as it did on nitrous when it was in the 90s.
Of course,
I mean,
you
it's
didn't use that much tonight.
I never have. I mean,
Yeah.
I ran like 6 passes out of on my bottle a while back.
Mhm.
It only used 4 pounds.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well, 3 pounds. So that tells you how little nitrous I actually used.
I just know
Yeah.
that I don't know. We felt like we went back in time. It was like back in the good old days. We used to go to the drag strip, and his brother and sister was. And
She was
sister-in-law
running
there.
around talking smack.
Well, not smack.
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna bail out of here and make room for somebody else.
Mickey, unless you
We
just,
got room, Mickey.
we got room unless you just don't want to talk to us no more.
Man,
Packing your bag for the
I
field
could sit
trip.
and talk to you guys forever, but
Do you see
I
the shirt
come
that she's
in,
wearing?
Mickey wants to leave.
Hey, wait a minute, Mickey. Before you go, I got a question for you. Can you tell me what a snowman would be doing fiddling through the produce section in the grocery store?
he's looking for an iceberg.
No.
Well, I mean, that's a good answer, though.
Come on now. You gotta know he was picking his nose.
Yeah.
Oh, just like that.
There it goes.
Yeah, you knew that was coming.
You know, I asked
What's
Paul.
that?
I asked him a while back if
That was
he
quick.
found his bull. Does anybody
Keep
know?
it
Did he
going.
find his bull?
So, are you talking to me?
No, Paul just dipped out
Oh.
and ran away, and I was like, I asked him earlier in chat.
Oh.
Did you find your bull? And he
Gotcha.
still didn't answer the question, so I don't know if he ever found his bull or not.
I think
had
he
a
found
feeling
it.
he probably
He
did,
found
or-
it in 1 pound packages, maybe.
Oh.
And
Dale,
Dale
can you
comes on
do-
here asking me questions.
Oh,
Dale, Dale, can you say
It's hard
hi?
enough to answer
Hi.
questions on his game show.
yeah.
Bug.
Hey, John.
Hi, baby. Hi.
ZTV.
Hi, dear cutie.
Hi, sweetheart.
Dilly.
Oh my goodness!
Sweet.
Oh
What happened?
yeah, don't
What
show
happened?
me.
Uh-oh.
Scared.
What happened?
There's a lot of
What happened? Oh
All
no.
right,
Oh no.
That-
Oh no.
that baby maybe is cute as Harley. I gotta say.
Uh-huh.
All right, Rebecca.
Yes.
Good to see you.
Here we go,
And
baby.
hey, little prepping for heaven going on over here. It's good to see you, Dale. It's good to see you, even though you tried to put me on the spot.
It's always good to see you, Mickey.
Love the rest of you. I'm gonna get out of here and let you do that. Actually, I'm gonna go drink a cold beer. I mean, I'm being honest.
Okay, big brother.
But
I see how it is.
just know I love you. Hey, Johnny and Christine, man, mad respect. Reach out to me on that. Just give me a little guidance, and I'm good for that.
All right.
Ginger, Joey,
Love you, Mickey.
Yeah.
Pam.
Love you.
Love you, Mickey.
Oh, and Janae.
Yeah.
Thank-
Peas and carrots.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for everything.
You're welcome,
Goodbye,
big brother.
folks.
Good night, Mickey.
Thank
Much
you.
love.
It is
Much
soon
love.
going to be
Much love to
either
you.
1 pound packages or the stock out. Okay, Paul. Thank you for answering the
Yes, my boy.
question I've been wondering for 2 days. At least I ended my story on Thursday night and told you what happened. I've been wondering for 3 days if you got a bull or not.
Okay, so he's a mystery. He likes
He's gonna turn him into hamburger.
Hey,
Yeah.
Teresa. There's Teresa Bickwitz.
That's Reese
Sh-
Jerry.
Shayla and Dakota's in here from Old Pickle.
Right.
Yeah, Patty. Hey,
Can I
Josh,
show
how's it
Ginger? Can I show Ginger something?
Sure. Hang on.
There's
Oh,
Rebecca.
that's me in my Santa hat.
It is.
Yeah, and her
Looks like
snow
I'm
cookie
wearing
ones are
four
Yeah.
earrings.
That's
Yep.
those
I
smoke
took a
ones.
picture of you. Now look at the next one.
You look
Okay.
pretty.
Oh,
Hey, baby.
Tell about it.
Oh,
Tell
that's
them
me
about
and
it.
I even got
Jesse.
a picture of you and Jesse.
Jesse. Yeah. That's awesome. That is awesome.
So,
That was a fun
That's
live.
It
so
was.
Dakota, you saying been away from YouTube for the most part, been doing a bunch of hunting. Dakota, I've seen a bunch more stuff coming to y'all's channel than I have seen coming out of my channel in a while, and it's because of the same thing. Because I've been out. I mean, Unable to be seen
I'm
on
just
the
watching from the
phone.
porch. I don't even leave. I can get out of my bed and walk to the porch, and I'm just watching from there.
That's what I'm doing too.
Yeah, like you can step out the back side of your kitchen because you can see the whole backyard from your kitchen almost.
Yeah.
She's like, wait, I'm in my jammies. Let me go get my slippers on.
Yeah, no.
Ah. Are we driving?
We're driving.
That's
Who
a
wants
sweet
to drive?
baby.
No, we're not driving. I mean, we're just sitting.
Yeah, I know, but she's driving.
Yeah. Oh, she's driving. She's doing something.
What's
Yeah.
the weather like right there now,
Just
Joe?
giggling.
Our weather, it's real warm for us, mind you. You know, it's only -2, so it's pretty.
Woo!
What?
Pretty warm.
It's pretty warm for
Pretty
December.
warm
This is
there.
like really warm for December for us.
That's a
I'm not
sweet
complaining
baby.
though,
Yeah.
but you know, because it was like 32 below a few days ago,
Oh,
so it makes you, and that's normal. But
Aw.
when you warm up to -2, it's like, oh, thank you, Lord. The heat's on.
Mhm.
So
I can't
it's all
even
about being
imagine.
grateful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
even, you know, like say down south or where we're from originally in South Alabama, you know, it's when it was 60 and then it go down to 32 and then it go back to 60, you're like, thank God, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
right here.
It's the same thing. I mean, it's just to what your hardiness of used to, you know, that kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's I don't ever want to be in a place that -2 I think is a warm front.
It's warm.
right.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm getting, you know, I'm praise
Okay.
God that, you know, he's wanting us to go back down south because I've kind of about had enough of it myself. So,
Amen.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know how anybody
So-
can live in that.
That's
That's crazy. Where are you in Alaska? At the very tip top?
kind of in the middle top, it's North Pole is, it's actually not the North Pole, but it is a North Pole.
Yeah.
And, so, but we're kind of like dead middle, just a little bit north of dead middle of Alaska.
Wow.
We're the last, like we're next to Fairbanks, so it's Fairbanks is the hub for like far as your last city, real city.
Yeah.
And then you've got the whole chunk of half north of us is just native villages that are, you know, they're all like fly in or boat in kind of things.
Yeah.
There's very, very few anything on the road system, any kind of like towns or something. So we're pretty much the last hub for all of North Alaska, all the natives Alaskans that live north of us. There's a couple little, I mean, you know, they have a gas station and like full round residents, maybe like 20 people. That on a village, there's like 20 people in them full round, but that's about it. There's like
Oh
3
my gosh.
that I can think of.
But you're like really living like one of those TV shows that we used to watch. The last
No.
of Us.
Wilderness.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
Don't get Joe started on those.
Oh, here we go.
Let's
Jo-
hear it,
Jo-
guys.
Here we go.
So like
I'm
those
gonna
shows,
sit
y'all know
here
about
with my
shows.
teeth.
Y'all know about the shows though. They make them all out more than what they are, and
Yeah.
I don't, you know, like especially living here, like I quit watching. We watched them all down there, you know, because it was just so
Yeah.
interesting for being from Alabama. You know, it's like I
Yes.
tell everybody, it's still kind of like Mars. Like this is a whole nother planet. When you're down there, it might as well be another planet for
Yeah.
what we knew. And then until we get here, and then the shows, like just like any show, you know, reality, they make it out more than what it is, or they'll set stuff up to make it like, oh, I didn't know that, you know, ice
Yeah.
was thin. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Totally different. Like, you know, like so they do, you know, so anyway, it's kind of like the old saying, you know, only believe half of what you see and none of what you hear kind of thing. So
Yeah. Yes.
but yeah, and you know, we have neighbors and all. I mean, it's really hard to not have neighbors here just because of work. Most people got to work and have, you know, go to a job. So it's, you know, you got to be within some kind of feasible distance to go to work. And when it's, you know, 20 to 40, 50, but like last year we had almost a week of 50 below, 55 below, 54 below. And, you know, like if you break down and you're way out, you better have your ducks in a row because you're going to freeze to death. 1000% you will die. And so like, that is a legit thing. So people that will drive out to go see, you know, pretty views or something, the smart ones will bring everything you need to camp out in your car because you got to plan for worse.
Hi,
But
Amy.
every year we get people, unfortunately, that freeze to death in their cars. They go driving out to go sightseeing or something, and the vehicle breaks down and they're done. So it can be that, but I mean it's like I say, the shows make it up. Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
If we can do it, all y'all can do it. So
It's entertainment. They're making
No,
it
thank you.
entertainment.
so. But if you wanted to, you could do it. I'll put it that way.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's as cold as there, but like when I lived in South Dakota on the reservations and stuff, it's a long distance between any gas station, stuff like that. When the winter hit, you have to be prepared for that, and they had some pretty bad weather.
Right.
There.
Right.
And Derek, I will be doing a video. So, shameless plug or not, just so don't forget.
Steer Simber.
Simber is an open collaboration hosted by our Georgia brother, Derek Fowler, 911. Oh, I meant Derek Fowler.
1973.
You say 911.
Derek Fowler, 911, y'all.
Christine's in here giving you the 411 on.
So
that was fun.
Josh, I want to know, what does moose meat taste like? I've never had it.
Glorified whitetail. I mean, it's good. It might be a little more beefy to me than whitetail. Like on that, they also smell when you're cleaning them.
Yeah.
Very reminiscent of a horse, which kind of makes sense. They're as big as a good sized horse. So and a bull is quite a bit bigger than a horse. A standard like a quarter horse or something, like even a Clydesdale. A bull moose is. I wish I had the picture. I might put that on YouTube. I did on Facebook, where I had that debone that shoulder, the whole shoulder, just to show for comparison, so people, because from being from Alabama originally, that was always just one of those things you hear about moose being big, but you never see it on TV. And that's the one thing I always wanted was to I want to see what the leg, see them laying on the ground when they're shot, but I want to see how big they are to a person standing up. Right next to me. It's really hard to do.
You could have had a whitetail to put next to it.
Oh man,
or a whitetail and an elk and a moose,
and then a moose, right?
An elk is huge. I'm sure a moose kind of dwarfs an elk. All
right. Well, and I know. I mean, elk are getting up there though. They're a big bull elk is definitely in the ballpark, but a big bull moose, especially for an Alaskan moose, I guess they say that. The moose up here are genetically bigger than any other moose around the world. And because like Maine and Washington, all them have moose too, but there's something with subspecies of whitetails, or some are just grow bigger. So anyway, they're bigger up here, but they're every bit at over 7 foot at the shoulder. A bull moose easily over 7. The cow that I killed was over 6. Right at 6 foot at the shoulder. So, and then you got neck and head, going on up there. So they're stout. And so I wish we had we don't have whitetails in the state. We have black-tailed deer, which are southeast Alaska, if you've seen on the map Juneau, here the capital is Juneau, or the Sitka down South Alaska. They have black-tailed deer, which are kind of like our deer in Alabama that are. We have smaller deer, like in Oklahoma and Kansas. Y'all got bigger deer, bigger bodied deer for sure, and antlers for the most part, I would say. The black-tail like that, that's my understanding. They're smaller, a little bit smaller.
The black-tail a little smaller. So I'm going to go back up here, and I'm going to answer Bowen's question. That's with Miss Christine on Pine Ridge, and she's been on Pine. We've both been on Pine Ridge several times, but she was stationed at Rosebud. Yeah. The Rosebud Reservation.
But back in 2016, 17, when they were sending me out from my area, I stayed. I think the total was 4 weeks at Pine Ridge, and then I've spent 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It kind of depends on what's going on. But Rosebud's where I was stationed at.
I'll tell you what, Pine Ridge is like. Whenever we drove through Pine Ridge, I pictured Beirut back in the 70s. Whenever we drove through there, because there was literally cars burning on the side of the road. and on the highway, the people walk down the middle of the highway, and you have to drive off the side to go around them, and they
Wow.
won't move. So yeah, they've got a sense of that they have this, like this is our place here. So the state highways go through them, and the state highways go through them. So they have this sense that they own all, and even people driving, it was like, so, yeah, it was a different kind of a place. It really was.
Mm.
Weird.
So,
Yeah, that is.
I have to
That
say,
is unusual.
send the best. I enjoyed my time on the reservations, living there on Rosebud. I did it by myself.
Mhm. That's great. Awesome.
Yeah, and I get to travel to all the other ones in the North Dakota and South Dakota for work. So
Mhm.
very blessed. And our
Mhm.
oldest son, he gets Cherokee from us, but he's Rosebud tribe from his dad's side of family.
Has anyone been to Yellowstone here yet?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I tell you what,
Love Yellowstone.
we love Yellowstone, but my favorite part over there is the Beartooth Highway.
Beartooth Highway.
Yeah.
Love
I
that
can't stand it. Is Dill frozen? Oh no, he's not. Okay.
Okay.
But I think my favorite time.
Wake up.
Not yet. What I didn't like was Jackson Hole.
Yeah, Jackson Hole.
Back
We thought we were going to go down and look at Jackson Hole, but it's so touristy down there. It is just horrible.
I think Johnny spent quite a time down there.
I've been there whenever it was good. I was there in the 70s, around Jackson Hole and stuff like that, and it was good back then. You could actually do stuff, but the Jackson Hole of the 2020s, not a place I want to go. I mean,
my friend from here, they went and tour, as tourists. They went up there and went through all that area this last fall. Hotel rooms up there, the cheapest one they could find was like $2,000 a night.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yikes. Yeah, that's a little.
Are you
much.
talking for one night?
Yeah.
One night.
Not a
One
month.
night.
One night.
And he said he
That's
goes, this is
insane.
not a resort. This was like Motel 8 or something like that.
That's
Super 8.
crazy.
Are you talking Yellowstone or what city
Wow.
are you in?
Jackson Hole.
Jackson
area.
Hole.
Oh,
We were
wow.
kind of looking for some. We did find some that were like $500-$600. Maybe that was Cody.
No,
Was that
Cody's where we stayed.
Yeah, we did see Cody.
Cody?
Yeah, it was probably like the lowest. We didn't.
Yeah,
stay there.
when we were there, we found some for the 500-600 range, but it was so busy you couldn't park.
We couldn't even drive downtown.
We couldn't even get.
We got down there once, but you couldn't get past the.
Yeah, we couldn't. Yeah,
It's
it was
sad.
horrible.
It's too much of a tourist.
So anyway, it's too touristy. But we end up our base of operation whenever we go. We like to make our base of operation in Cody. We like to drive in, stay in Cody, drive in from Cody, go back to Cody and stay at night.
And Cody's really cool itself. I really want to go to that
And
rodeo.
you see a lot of nice things between Yellowstone and Cody. I mean, we saw bears, we saw buffalo, we saw all kinds of stuff in between there. So,
Wow.
yeah, but that's and we stayed for 140 or so a night, wasn't it?
Well, that's much compared to 2,000 a night.
I mean, of course, I have like the, what do you call it? The awards thing, So I had like.
Yeah, she has those rewards
I had a
because
few
of
nights.
frequent deal.
Oh, yes.
Frequent flyer type things.
So
Go ahead, Ginger.
I was just going to ask Josh because I'm still kind of hung up on the moose in my head. Can you just tell me the caliber you had to use?
So
Oh,
I actually used a bow on that one.
wow.
Yeah, and that was actually my first bow kill ever too. I've had a couple times in Alabama where I got close, but I never could seal the deal, or a blessed squirrel would blow my spot or something.
But Josh, it'd be like sticking the side of a barn as big as that is. Like
I needed the help. It gave me a lot of confidence because it's like literally you'd have to miss the barn to not miss the boost. So
I'm just thinking that they could that it would be one of them things that they would look at you like, really? That's all you got? Is that bow?
Oh, right. They're right.
A bow, huh?
Right. And I'm shooting really heavy. There's a guy on here on YouTube I really like. His channel's called Ranch Fairy, and he's big into bow hunting research and how arrow actually really kills. And I use a really heavy front of center, so all my weight on my arrow to balance it, like the broadhead is just barely hanging. I can balance the whole, so your broadhead's pulling the arrow through the animal. It's like a bullet with a tail, as he says. Basically, they're making a bullet with a tail. And so my arrow is 661 grain total weight, and had a 200 grain broadhead, single bevel broadhead with 200 grain insert on the inside of the arrow. So it's really, really front heavy. So anyway, when I hit that thing, it went right through part of the shoulder meat, which was probably about 4 inches, and then it went through the ribs. Didn't hit a bone on the way in. Went through one lung, the top of the heart, out the other lung, split one of the ribs long ways, completely split the rib, and their ribs are like probably almost an inch thick, the bone. Split that rib, and then went about 4 inches into the other front shoulder. And then when she ran, it just snapped of course it broke the arrow off, but it almost sunk the whole arrow all the way through. I probably got like 25 inches of penetration or something. I could just see the luminox sticking out, glowing on her. But normally I use for rifle, I use a 375 H&H. I wish I could have shot one. That's the first moose I've been able to shoot too, honestly, up here, because they're not like, at least in my experience, like pinions are like elbows. Everybody's got a couple of them, and you could ask another guy from Alaska and like, oh, it's the greatest, whatever. Depending on how much money you're willing to throw to go hunting, it can help your successful rate. But generally speaking, from like talking to residents, and then us being, we're heading on 7 years living here. A resident that is limited with work and time and money, you're looking at about 3 to 5 years to kill a moose here. I mean, it's not like, it's so much more productive as far as being successful, in my opinion, down south. Like, you're gonna get meat when you go, like you're going to, and you have a lot of time to do it. And here it's a very short season and all, so you don't have to use that great big of a gun. A lot of people use like a 30-06 or something like that, and you can do it. But the biggest thing with a moose is that when they get hit, a lot of times if there's water nearby, they're gonna book it to the water. And you don't want to be trying to mess with a dead moose that's 1,200, 1,400 pounds. It's just like, I'm gonna get the last laugh, and I'm gonna die in that stinking river. So like, for me anyway, and a lot of the guys here, they like using like a 338 or 375, but because it'll just stone them. They don't got a chance to run to go die in a river. Like I say, a 30-06 will kill them, absolutely. 308, and then especially if you can get a follow-up shot. But I just always more worried about the work it's going to be to get it out of the water if that sucker's wanting to get the last laugh. So but anyway, so I was with the bow, and I mean, it looked like a gun though. That's like, for me, I've never killed anything with a bow, and that was to me, it was such a learning experience, because man, I would rival almost any gun how well that thing it only ran probably 75 yards. Honestly, I said 100 in the video I did, but it probably only went about 75 yards and just stopped and just blunk. And I mean, it looked like I hit it with a 375. It was just it was insane. What a bow! I mean,
Conquest Josh. He got one earlier in the season. Him and his cousin were hunting, and he was using a new type of head on his bow. Do you remember what it was called, Johnny?
He's awesome.
Probably an expandable, wasn't it?
Huh?
Probably an expandable.
No, it was called something. It's a brand new brand, or it's a brand new one that they have out this year. It's
Is it
called
an
something
expandable?
like a meat eater, or gosh, I can't remember what he said it was called, but
A meat hunter.
meat hunter. I mean,
Yeah.
it put I mean, it started with a big old hole. He was like, "Whoa!" Hang on, I'll be right back.
All right.
What's up, Jim?
So what was the draw weight on your bow is what James Hall's asking.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I apologize, y'all. I can't see the chat. So, yeah, I appreciate it, Johnny, if you let me know. My draw weight, I'm only pulling a 60-pound bow. Mine's a max 60-pound. It's a Matthews no cam. And it's only a 60-pound bow. And I'm a little dude. God didn't make me a big fella. He gave that to somebody else that I guess needed it more than I did. But my draw is only 26-inch draw. And so, I mean, my errors are like 25 and a half with the knock and everything. You know, so I'm not a big dude, and I don't pull like some ridiculous. I can pull 70, but to me, there's no need. Really, I mean, I would be if I could got a 50-pound max bow, I'd shoot him with it.
Not gonna nerd out here because I'm not one, nor am I very proficient in math. But if you figure 60-pound draw weight with a 25-inch arrow, the velocity that you're and the speed you're putting on that arrow is more than somebody pulling a big long arrow at the same draw.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No. Well, I want to say now, Mr. Johnny's more of a, and Miss Christine, I know, are way more bow people than I have ever been. But I want to say generally the longer the draw, the faster you got. You faster your arrow.
Well, because your string's traveling farther, so it has more.
Right.
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 You've got more leverage.
You got more leverage. Okay.
Right.
There's more of it. You've got more time on the string.
Yeah.
So
right.
The arrow has more string contact time. So since the velocity, you know, it's just going to be a faster arrow. And
right.
I know a lot of research has been done, and that like really for a whitetail, 45-pound draw is like all you ever need on a whitetail.
Right.
That's
right.
true.
Well, like, you know, and I know Mr. Johnny,
Hey,
you know,
Bowen.
I think Miss Christine, y'all use, you know,
Y'all say hi to Bowen.
longbow.
Right.
You know, y'all use longbows. I mean, like, I've always had the argument of like Native Americans have been killing deer for 1,000-something years with stick and a string and a stone point. You know, it ain't got to get fancy. You know, technology helps us be more efficient, I think, and accurate, but well, to what we can do. But you know, at the end of the day, like you said, 45 is more than I know on, you know, them big channels. I've seen a lady kill a zebra with a 35-pound bow, and that's like a horse. I mean, they're a draft. I mean, 35-pound bow. That's all she's pulling. 35 pounds. Same thing. Really, really heavy up front. And it's like I said, it doesn't want to stop. It's like a train. It's going to be slow, but when it hits, it does not want to stop. It just keeps going.
So my recurve is 45 pounds, right?
40.
No,
40. 41, actually.
So I think I
41,
got
28.
one here.
Now, I make the case when we move back to Alabama, I'm only shooting a crossbow.
Understood.
Because to me, it is the best tool for the job. A lot less human error in a crossbow.
That's true.
I don't know about all that.
That is true. I mean,
I'm only about meat on the table. If I shoot them with a rifle, if there wasn't a bow season, and I know Mr. Johnny, I've heard the knocking against gun season, Miss Christine. I heard it. You can't say you did last live. You were balking about the gun season in Oklahoma, and that's fine. But I just want to kill them. So, you know, gun is the best, most efficient tool for the job.
I agree. Not that I've ever hunted with one. I can get
a gun.
No, I think
he's talking about guns.
I think he's talking about crossbows.
No, about a gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's just me. You know, obviously it has its limits, just like a compound. You know, you can't. People that try to shoot 90. There's plenty of people that try to shoot 90 with a compound crossbow. All them guys are trying to do that. I'm not doing that. But it's just more. It's a steadier platform, and more efficient, more power, faster. I mean, it's just, you know.
I don't know. It's like
Oh my
anything
gosh,
else.
it's so cold outside here. And I say that, and it's like in the 30s. And Josh is like, what? I'd be sweating if I was in the 30s. I'm sure.
Well, it's just, I totally agree. I'm from Alabama, so I know what 32 is buck. Like when you're down there, it's
Yeah, no,
really
I
wet
ain't doing
cold.
none
We're
of
dry
that.
cold, which still it's
Yeah.
cold, but you know
Yeah.
it's wet 32. And I told my dad, like honestly, like negative 20 here is very similar. I would dress for 20 above down there, like
Oh,
really
wow.
close. Just
So
because of
my
the wet
dad,
cold. It's really similar, like far as the amount of gear I wear at 20 below is very how much what I would wear down there for 20.
Thank you, Josh. Hi, Bowen.
Hey,
so my
Bowen.
dad
Hi,
told
Bowen.
me, my dad told me, because he's listening. He's like, you need to get on there. They don't know what they're talking about. My dad, he's old.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't, he's one of those guys. If you don't shoot blows the way he does it, he's wrong. Granted, he got like 50 years and ran a whole archery shop, but I digress. I have made a lot of arrows that were like 650, 700 grains.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember back in the day, I'm a little out of practice. But I
Mm-hmm.
remember back in the day, we would put two shafts together. And then we would take those little lead weights that the Boy Scouts use for the cars. And we would drop them down in the shafts.
Yep.
And we would hit them with super glue. Like, it was a whole ordeal. It was a thing. But the only people that were using these shafts were people going to Africa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, I'm in North Carolina.
Yeah.
You know, this is the 90s. It's the good old boys. So the only time I ever made one of those arrows, because that was what I did. You know, I'm in a wheelchair, so I just sit there and put these arrows together and cut them and throw the inserts in and glue it. Like, that's what I did.
Awesome.
So when I got an order for one of these, I was like, oh, I know this guy's rich. So I knew, you know, everybody else should just get the regular, Johnny knows what I'm talking about, the regular aluminums. The regular Eastern aluminum. You know. And then we got those carbons.
Yep.
Man, that's
Mm-hmm.
something. But yeah, I know a lot of guys that shoot moose, elk,
Mm-hmm.
just regular 40 pound, you know, regular arrows.
Yeah.
Like, as long
I
as
wasn't
they
even
got
thinking
shot.
he was going to say he shot it with an arrow. I mean, I thought you were going to
All right.
say it was a rifle.
So,
Open gun.
I don't even know your name. I'm sorry. What is
Josh.
your name? Josh.
Josh.
So Josh got the moose. I got an elk. So here's my elk story.
Nice.
So we was hunting, and I'm gonna be real brief. And then they was like, okay, he's in a wheelchair, so they put me up against these cedar trees.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so dude's howling, camera's rolling behind me, and all of a sudden these cows come out of nowhere. And let me be very brief. Let me be specific. They step out like 5 feet in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
We're expecting them to be down the hill, like down there. Now they pop out, and I'm sitting here like, am I gonna get trampled to death? And am I about to die? Fast forward a minute here. Here comes this giant bull.
Mm.
Like I could have rolled under old boy.
Mhm.
like I could. But once again, we're talking about crossbows. This is why I brought this up.
Mm-hmm.
I told you those the cows were right there. So, you know, I had expected them to come out down there by the water. I mean, that's what we're hearing. That's what. So when they come out right there on me, when
Mm-hmm.
I throw up the crossbow, all I see is ground. Dude was so close, I had to look up, and I was literally like, Lord, help me do this. Cause I didn't want to wound the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I literally just like point and shot, and it was a fine shot, but it was just you don't realize how big those animals are. That's my point. That's the whole
Right.
point of this. You don't
Right.
realize how big they are.
They're
So you're like right there, and you're like, oh my gosh.
Majestic. Yeah,
And it
majestic.
just doesn't do it justice seeing it on the wall.
Mhm.
Like when they're on the hoop, they're like, oh my god, it's right there.
right.
Yeah. It's
Right.
Like, oh, yeah. Nothing like it. That's the point.
Right.
Yeah, when you're sitting there 5 foot away, you're like,
Right.
I'm not even gonna breathe or bat my eyes one. I'm not gonna blink. I'm not gonna do anything.
Gets the adrenaline pumping.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I wish my GoPro wouldn't get so dark. I guess I don't know if y'all with GoPros, they seem like they get, I guess a lot of cameras, they make it darker than it seems.
Mm-hmm.
But when I had shot that cow moose, it wasn't near as dark as what my GoPro made it out to be. But I mean, which is unfortunate. I did get the shot for a second on there, but then she's running. She wasn't running at me to like get at her me, but she's just running that way. So I'm like, I'm trying to get somewhere else because the sucker's coming.
Yeah.
And like so, in fun fact, like so, actually, moose attack and kill more people than all bears in Alaska combined.
Wow.
So like, they're no joke. They're real ornery suckers. And
I got a stupid question.
What's that?
Do they trample them? Like what's the mode of death here?
How they would get you?
It's a moose. Why don't you just move? Like,
right. So a lot of times, there's some funny YouTube videos on there of people like taking their trash out, and they don't know one's right around the house or something or a shed, and they just walk out, and that moose is like, and it's just like, I'm gonna stomp you in the dirt, or in the snow. And they'll try. I mean, there's a video of a guy running into his shed, and like he goes into the shed or whatever, opens the shed up, and the moose is just standing like 5 feet away looking at him. He opens it, he's like, "Yonk, go right back in the shed." He's like, "Nope."
Yeah, it's kind of like what a donkey. Kind of like what a donkey does. If you've watched a donkey like defend, like if a coyote or something comes in the pasture.
I was gonna say, is it like a doe, but it's like a donkey?
Yeah.
Okay.
They
right.
So
stomp them with their front feet.
So guys, it's 9:55. I'm gonna let you know right now. We're gonna go for just 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna bail off here because there's a lot of folks that we're wore out. I'm telling you. I mean, we rushed today to do everything that we have done, and we just got here, and we were glad we were able to do Chillin with Gilliams tonight and everything. But we're just going to do 5 more minutes, and then we're going to bail. And right now, I'm going to go ahead and say I appreciate everybody that came into the chat. I appreciate all of our moderators. I appreciate everybody that's up on the panel. I appreciate all you folks. You guys are the best, and we are so happy to call each and every one of you our friend. So, but like I said, it's
a long day.
We want it. It's just something we love to do. It's Chilling with the Gilliams. I'm telling you, if we were trying to get rich off of Chilling with the Gilliams, it ain't happening. I'm telling you. but we're rich in friendship with you guys. We're rich in just being able to converse and talk, and I love all you guys, and I know Christine feels the same way.
Yes.
So, but go ahead. We got 4 more minutes, and if anybody's got anything that they want to shout out, lives that are coming up, if they've got something that they want to talk about,
I dropped a video today.
Yay! I haven't dropped a video in like a month.
Was it your chicken?
The
burger deal?
Hoop thing? Yeah, I saw that.
I haven't got a comment, but I watched it on the TV.
Yes, well, thank you. Thank you. I love that thing. I'm telling you, it worked out a lot better than I anticipated when I pulled it out of the package. I was like, yeah, I don't know about this, but
Yeah, them chicks are about getting big enough they can go outside. They're getting full feathers.
That's right. Yeah,
Almost, but it's in the 20s
yeah,
right
it
now.
is a little cold.
Lila, are you feeling better, Lila?
Squeak, squeak.
Lila Newton was like really under the weather.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw her in a live
Hi,
last night.
Lila.
Yeah,
Said, no, not yet.
I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I ain't going to flip either. That's why I got this ginger.
You're still not feeling so
No,
hot?
man,
man?
I am. Yo, I am not good.
Yes.
But-
Nanny Tam.
Yes, Creekside Chronicles.
Yeah. So, Bowen, do you know what's going on with you right now?
I don't know, try something with my stomach. But no, I don't know.
Okay.
But I will, I'm sure.
Prayers for you,
We're
Bowen.
praying for you.
Yeah, brother.
Definitely pray for you, Bowen.
I got a doctor's appointment on what, Tuesday? Yeah.
Okay.
But,
And
Prayers for
prayers
you
for
and
Lila.
Lila. Yeah, we'll keep Lila in prayers too.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Hi,
Yeah,
Heather.
we're getting ready to bail
Hi,
off here, Heather.
Prayers for Teresa.
Yeah. Teresa Jukowicz, prayers for Teresa.
Yes.
And like I said, Creekside Chronicles in the morning at 8:30 Central Time. It would be what?
9:30 Joe time.
No, 9:30 in Georgia time.
Yes.
And but so and then there's the ladies will be having, I guess, on am I speaking ahead of myself? You guys are going to be doing the
Digging in the word.
digging in the
Digging
word.
in the word on Monday night. As far as I know, we are.
I'll be in a
I
hotel
hope.
in South Dakota, but we will.
And Dale will be having his devotional tomorrow at 6. Is that right, Dale?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Central Time.
7 Georgia
Central
time.
Standard.
Dale's devotional.
Bowen has devotionals.
I'll
And
get
then-
be on it for.
When you'll be on at 4 tomorrow?
Bowen time. 3 our time.
3 our
Central
time.
Time.
Okay, 3 our time. All right.
Okay.
So
Me and Ginger are on the right time. I don't know.
There
what
you
the rest
go.
of y'all are
Yeah,
got.
me too. I'm with you, Bowen.
Yeah, I
You
don't know
guys
what the
talk
rest
about
of y'all
that
got going.
estimated time, EST.
That's
Yes,
not what
yes.
it says.
Yeah, Eastern
It is
Standard.
not estimated.
Me and Miss Ginger are the odd out.
Standard Time.
all right, guys.
Eastern.
It's 10 o'clock. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. We love all you guys,
Good night,
and thank you
Good night,
all for
guys.
being here.
Thank you for that.
And we will talk to you guys. I'll talk to you again on Thursday on
Don't forget,
Homestead Hangout.
Chillin'
But
with
Gilliams favorite. Thanks for coming in, Ray. Fish Head video.
bye, guys.
Yes,
Night, y'all.